Chris, Jokić tonight.
What's that?
Jokić tonight. Just
Yeah.
how tough was he to defend, no matter what you were throwing at him, and what kind of a game did he have?
I mean, you saw it. He had an MVP, best player in the world performance. I mean, we tried to do a bit of everything on him, and he had it all going. So we didn't really have an answer for him. And honestly, we haven't had a great one from the last couple games. So.
What has he maybe figured out about how you guys are trying to defend him, or is he just that good at reacting in the moment to what you might be throwing at him that he's able to read what's coming?
I mean, a lot of the stuff he's doing is just kind of one-on-one defense, or just backing us down, using his body, hitting us first, playing off of that. He's passing, cutting when he catches us standing. Great, solid, fundamental basketball. It's like he's figured out, of course, like they give him the ball early. They run around a million people off of him, and he hangs on to it or he gives it off. But if he hangs on to it, then he just backs you down and then forces you to, kind of commit to him one way or another. So.
And tonight they were obviously throwing a lot of attention at him. What made it hard for maybe him to get in a rhythm and the offense as a whole, especially maybe?
Yeah, I thought the offense started great, and then the 3 charges in a row were kind of reckless. Took us out of a great rhythm, put us in foul trouble or led us into foul trouble. I thought the easy kickouts were there on a lot of those plays. We needed to keep making the simple play. I think. Our offense kind of let us down again. Just simple, they put 2 on the ball with Ant. We knew that was going to happen. They've been doing it all series, and now, missing Mike and another handler out there next to him, we expected it to even be more exaggerated. I mean, they came in with late doubles. I thought for the most part, Ant did a good job of staying patient and moving the ball. Maybe we were a little late then moving it out of that. Which would have gotten us a couple good looks. And when we did get good looks, we had some naked ones too. Like they didn't go in. Jaden, Nikola in particular, we needed those guys to connect tonight. So.
I was talking about the decision making, but just like his ability to space, like how necessary, I guess, is he just to give you guys proper spacing in a lot of different lineups?
Yeah, not only that, he's, when the ball comes to him, he attacks a closeout, he gets to the heart, next heart of the defense, makes the next play. And obviously gives Ant a breather of not having to have the ball in his hands all the time. Ant can play in space off of him too. So they've been a great combination all year. We just got to have some guys step up and make some shots when they're open. So.
Rudy, but he hadn't had a really strong offensive game. I think he was 7 for 7 or 8 for 8 here. What were you able to find offensively through him in this one?
I mean, I thought he did a good job of rolling. A lot of the things we found him when we found him some switches against the small switching lineup early in the game. Later in the game, it was just rolling, a lot of rolling. He did a good job of kind of staying patient down there. His spacing was better. And he did a good job of finishing, collecting and finishing. So,
Chris, as much as Jokić may have figured some things out against you, are there things that you were doing in games 1 and 2 that you just see are not present right now that has allowed the thing to?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were doing a better job earlier in games 1 and 2 of not letting him catch the ball so easily. I think a lot right now is, he's also initiating, bringing the ball up as much as he possibly can. That alleviates the guard pressure. And then puts him right into back down mode. But yeah, I think we can do a better job with our early position on him, and I think we can do a better job of winning the first dribble or two. In
particular, did you see a lot of mental errors in terms of things that maybe would have allowed you to be ahead instead of down 6 in terms of just decision making and
the
things
decision
like that?
making on offense for sure, no doubt about it. I mean, I said the 3 charges in a row were just a total momentum killer for us. They were mostly the result of good offense, and then we just kind of go into a crowd. Corner kickouts were wide open. We got a couple offensive rebound. Rudy turns it over in traffic. Kyle gets one blocked. And I thought we were doing a lot of the right things offensively to start the game, and then just, decision making and then shot selection. We got antsy and took some quick ones when we needed some poise.
Chris, what do you say now to the team to try not to let frustration boil over and realize that this is still a series to
Yeah, no doubt. That's exactly what we said. Like, we comes down to Game 6 at home, and that's exactly where we want to be. So, a lot of series left. Got to force it into a Game 7, but most importantly, we got to regroup. Get guys focused in on what we need to do, and they've been good at that all season, so they'll be ready.
Chris, Nikhil had 14 and 5. Was pretty similar to the numbers that Conley had been averaging this series.
Yeah.
What did you make of his effort, and then what are the prospects for Mike in Game 6?
Yeah, I mean, we're hopeful Mike can go in Game 6. I think that was, one of the reasons I think to be a little more cautious with him here. I didn't feel like he could go, but maybe cleared a couple more days he could go. Nikhil did a great job of filling in there in the starting role. It would have been great to have Mike's 14 and 6 and Nikhil's 14 and 6 off the bench, but wouldn't have that. But yeah, Nikhil did a good job. So.
Chris, how tough is it to reel the team in when the Nuggets have a lot of those points and transitions like they had today?
Yeah, I thought in the first half that's really where they hurt us defensively. I thought defensively in the first half we did a really good job. Even on the Jokić stuff, there was a lot of tough stuff. We thought we fought him well, but there was that kind of spate in the second quarter where they got loose in transition, and that's where they were getting their stuff. Some of it was off turnovers. Then in the second half they had everything going.
Have you seen Ant just dealing with the increased minutes load that you've been giving him this
Anthony?
series? Yeah.
He's fine. He's fine with the minutes load, yeah. Thanks, guys.